Well, hello people, so it's Peter here down in the man shed. Got a couple of trains running around before I'll talk to you about what I've done to the layout. Now what I'm struggling to get my head around is the Class 68 pulling a rate of IOA wagons. I don't know why, but I always think the DRS 68 is either on nuclear flask duty, double-headed, or pulling carriages as such. But there's video evidence out there now. In actual fact, I saw the video tonight, and that's why I'm running this one tonight, of a 68 pulling IOA wagons. So they don't just do the special, the glamorous stuff, they do mundane stuff as well. And then likewise with the 66 is pulling the rugby cement wagons, and that's prototypical as well. I do like to be prototypical, as you know. But this is not really about what I'm running on the layout, which is running fine, I'm pleased to say. This is like saying continuation from the last video where I said I started putting some lights onto Torridon Road, and finally got round to putting lights in the TMD yard in the shed. But further on from that, got some more bits and pieces, so I've been carrying on. So I think the best way to show you, at the moment I've got all the 4 shed lights on, so it's really bright in here, so you can't see really what's going on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the 4 bright lights off and just leave the 2 nighttime shed lights on, and that'll bring it down to a very dark mode. You'll still be able to see, but you'll see what I've been up to. So hold on. You said. So that might give you a bit of a clue. So what have I done to the shed? Nothing, but to the store warehouse next door, it's now over the doors, it's got an outside light shining down, so that's been put in. The fuel point has got a light on there now, so that's done. What else? Just for the hell of it, the little walkway here by the engines here, that's had a couple of lights put on there, so because I thought myself, the drivers or whoever be walking along in the dark, so why not. Right over here, just literally for the hell of it, because all I was doing was soldering. Yes, I've put a couple of lights in those buildings, but there's nothing in them. They're just done, all right. So what else? Let's go back and recap of what we have been doing. So there's the office block. There's the signal box. There's the staff building, office, wherever they go to meet up. I have put lights in the porter cabins at long last, but what I've got to do is, and again, you don't see it when the main lights are on, but the porter cabins are a little bit transparent, so they need to be painted on the inside. There, as you can see, blinking away, there's siding lamps. All right, so the sidings have now got floodlights, a set of 4. But I suppose more now as we go up. What I did on the Backman building there, that little warehouse, or what you called it, 2 lights outside again, onto the shining down onto the doors. There you can see that I've succeeded in putting lights in the GPO Royal Mail depot there behind, so now, as I've always said, there's always detail in there now, so you can see what they're loading up to. There's a Keep Left Island bollard there, keeping everybody in check. Another one there, but as you can see, the DPD building I did paint. I put an external light over the door, and because I painted it, now you can see there is detail in the windows. All right, that's what I've always said. So they've got LEDs behind them now, and because I painted it, it doesn't look like a lampshade. What else? Let's go around a bit more. The old fabrication plant, give it a few seconds, you might see something. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I bought one of those, as well as putting the LEDs in there. I thought with that skylight, just all showing all just light coming through it, I thought, oh, I've got one of those little units. This is not the MIG welder one. This is oxyacetylene welding. All right, so that's a fabrication plant. So obviously you get to see the reflections of someone working away instead of a MIG welder with an oxyacetylene welder. Same thing, just the other one would be a bit more blue, I suppose, but that's quite good. Now what else you might have seen as I've been panning around. So I've been putting all the lights in, yes, and then as you know, I was after the yard towers. So that's the Scale Model Scenery's yard tower, but at the top I thought, to hell with it, I can't get one for love nor money, so I've modified it. So I've now got the 4 lights up the top there. I know it's not prototypical, but you know, I was going to have lights everywhere except on the yard towers, and it was just driving me mad. And I say I can't get them for love nor money, so I've modified them. That's the radio control tower, so that doesn't need it, but the other one should be over here. There we are. So, you know, it's doing the job, I think. Great fun, you know, because obviously the Scale Model Scenery, the original, is not the sturdiest things. It's a very delicate kit, so putting lights into it, oh dear, yeah, it's great fun. That's what I've been doing. So now I've still got to do more. Maybe I might put a little light in the old security shed because there's no light in there. So what I'd do is probably put up some street lighting on the bridge as it comes over, you know, and then obviously on the into the old security cabin, because that's not lit up yet. In the background there you can see there's a light in that engine shed there. You see, it does work, so it doesn't have to be right at the very front in full glare, so it's quite good. But you only get the benefit of all this lot when the main lights are off. But I'm really over the moon with it, really. I've, you know, sort of I've spent a good couple of days doing it, and what I'll do is I'll take the camera off, and there's, see the yard up top there, they've got their yard, you know, they've got the plaza lights, I think you called it. So you've got the lights for the sidings below, and they're the 4 lights, 2 on each side, whereas for the top area there, the top deck, they're just the plaza lights shining down onto the area, and then obviously the Keep Left Islands, they're doing their bit. But yeah, just having to drill the Bachmann products just to get lights in there. As I say, that one's worked out quite well, and yet, you know, it's just a resin kit. Yeah, I'll put a sign over there when I first had it, and then on the end, but obviously it looks a lot better now that it's got some lights on it. And yeah, the GPO Royal Mail, sorry, not GPO, showing my age there, the Royal Mail, yeah, there's detail behind the lorries there, but that's good now. I'm chuffed over that, because I knew that detail was always there, but it was always hidden. As it's hidden again once I turn the lights back on. Yeah, Keep Left Islands with a little gallard. Can't do anything with that one. I was thinking about putting the light outside, but there's not really the room. The light, I'll have to, unless I can find a smaller light. So yeah, but there we are. But the fabrication engineering, there we are, Mitchell Sons Engineering. Yeah, we've got the lights. So what I'll do is I'll take this off the tripod, and we'll look down on it, because it looks quite good, because I've got a van in the open door there, so you get that all shining on the on the van, so it looks even better. So I'll stop it and I'll take this off the stand. Right, here we are now. We're looking down from above, looking down, and see what I mean. It's a nice effect that you even not you get reflection off the van as well. So it goes around. Yeah, keep left islands. The DPD, well, there you are. See, that really has come out a treat. I think I'm really pleased with that. Royal Mail with lights behind. Another keep left island there. That building there. The plaza lights. And then coming down. Yeah, I've got to paint the inside of the porter cabin, stop the light bleed. But again, as I say, you really only notice that when the lights are as low as they are now. I mean, this is quite low light in here at the moment. The camera's doing quite well picking all this stuff up. So yeah, there's the sidings lamps, the floodlights for the sidings there. And of course the office, you knew, already done that one, complete with its porch light. That's quite nice. The obviously the signal box, as you know, I've done all that and detailed that. The railwayman's building there. That's looking quite good now because that light is done, shining down. I've done the fuel point. That's had a little strip to put LEDs, so that's done, as well as obviously the shed. Where we got, going over there, yeah, so that's done, Little oil tank I got, so I put a little oil tanker down there. Right down the front here, if I'm going to bother to do too much. Not really. Those buildings have got lights in them. Let's go back. So as I say, yeah, what I need to do, put a light in the old security hut. And maybe some street lights going, coming down from the bridge, yeah. So it's still nice to do, still got things to do. It's great. But there's the, let's go up. There's the yard lamps. So there we are. And the other one is over here. There we go. And then if I come down. It says sorry about moving and everything. There you go. So there we are. So yeah, 4 lights in each. They still look the part. It's not prototypical, but I can't get the bloody right. I can't get the right lights. Sorry, swearing. Yeah, I can't get the right yard tower. There we are. Right, okay, so I'm going to put the lights back on. Be back in a minute. Right, okay, so we're back now. The lights are on. The main shed lights are on, and you can still see there as lights, but as regards light bleeds, that's disappeared because the shed lighting is so bright. Now all these are 12 volts. The little lamps that I've bought, they come with resistors so that you could make them for 12 volt running, and as you know, with my little strip lights that I got when I first did the first video about this, it comes with a 12 volt transformer, and there was literally loads and loads of LEDs on that one strip. So looking at this little lot, they're not overloading the transformer at all, because it quite comfortably copes with even more. But what I've been doing, how I've wired it up, is underneath the baseboard. I don't have loads of multi-pin connectors. I just made a bus wire up. I've got two wires. Well, basically it's just a bare wire. Made 2 lines of it. Attached the power supply to one end of those wires, so that the 2 wires were, live, plus and a minus. And I just hang my wires onto those wires from each LED that I've wired up, if I haven't joined them together anyway. Like for instance on the top deck there, the top estate of Torridon Road. A lot of those lights have all been sort of joined together, so there's only one cable coming from the whole lot, and that then obviously comes under the baseboard that comes to my bus wire, and I just solder them on. I mean, there's no danger of them touching because they're a good inch and a half apart, the two. Well, you know, as I say, just like a normal bus wire, but it's powering the lights, not the track. And so it just means I've got so much space that I can keep on adding LED leads to it if I want to, but I don't have that many more to do. And yes, it's soldered, so it's a good connection, and it only takes a second to unsolder it if I ever need to remove something. But a lot of them have got a bit of cable excess, so at least I can move stuff around, you know, not lift it up out the way, if you see what I mean. But that's it. So okay, so yeah, trains are running around. I might call it a night now, but that's what I've been up to, people. So I hope you enjoyed it. As I say, still might go back, get some street lights, do the little security shed there, because I'm thinking, yeah, that could do with a little LED in it. And I've even succeeded in taking off an LED off the strip itself and using it, and being able to successfully wire it. Had to keep the resistor with it, but yeah. So I've got quite a few single LEDs on there if I want to. But anyway, okay, people. So stay safe. The weather out there is horrible as I'm speaking to you at the moment. It's really pouring down. So. Not a very good weekend, it seems, weather-wise down here in the south. But as I say, stay safe, and hopefully catch you again soon. All right. So goodbye, everybody. Take care. Bye.